Alright, we need to talk. King's Road has clearly seen better days.
I suppose it has. A pity it has become a hunting ground for bandits. But do not worry, my friend. Let us walk this path and make me whole again. I will restore this island to the glory it deserves. The King's Road included.
Level up! We're gonna do more spirituality, so I can still have more mana. I'm gonna keep going down the arcane. I mean, general and buffs. 10 max mana. I think I'm gonna start going into this line now. Do I dare rest? We're gonna try it and see what happens. I don't know if I'm gonna get attacked or not. Oh, we're good. Perfect. What's up, Owen?
You disturb my peace. I'll get you back.
Nice. Another fast travel. I think we have another bounty up ahead, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. I think. It's entirely up to the person if you want to use a walkthrough or go through blind. My first time playthroughs, I always go in blind, but I am not against using walkthroughs for second playthroughs or third.
Let your guard down. We'll make it short work. You're only making me angrier. You'll pay for that.
Oh, I think I just got overburdened. We're gonna have to drop some shit. Come here, give me your health.
You are nothing but a... You'll pay for that.
Alright, we gotta drop all of this. Have a shit. Inventory. Bag. Yeah, I don't need any of this stuff. Drop, drop, drop. I mean, it's worth coin, but where's my weight at? Ah, up at the top. Problem is, all this stuff is worth coin. Let's drop the war pick. Cracked. I'm gonna hold on to the woodcutting axe. I may need that for later stuff. That got me to 87. Alright, we're good. I still need an egg, damn it. I haven't found any eggs yet. There's a desperate peasant somewhere trying to find me. Ooh, I'm not gonna try a hard one. I'll waste my lock picks. Oh, I just remembered something. I think there's a free horse beneath me somewhere, if I remember correctly. I forgot all about that. There is
We're
a
being
horse down there, I
watched.
think.
You'll regret this.
I'll take the coin and the tater. I don't care about the rest. Let me, hang on. I need to run down because I could swear there was a free horse somewhere around here somewhere. I'm gonna have to go watch my own videos from back when the game launched to remember this shit. How many hours do I play a week? I mean, it's a day job, so I play usually 6 to 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't take too many days off. Do the math. I also do a lot of video production. I do all my own editing. I do all my own thumbnails, all my shorts production, all my social media. I put in about 14 hours a day. 12 to 14. If I'm awake, I'm in front of the computer at the desk. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
I'll leave you in pieces.
Not if I leave you in pieces first. Signet. Ooh, I got a staff. Hey, horsey. That's right, free horse. I forgot all about this until just now. Oh, there's horse armor now? Alright, we need to... yeah, I forgot this horse controls like the horse in KCD. Which is not my favorite style of horse control. I much prefer Red Dead Redemption 2 and Witcher 3 horsies. Alright, let's go back over here and collect this bounty. Alright, how do I get off? There we go. Alright, I also probably want to check that armor I just got. Because it might be better. Yes, it is. Ooh, does that count as light? Ooh, I got a necklace too along the way. His finger necklace. Charges also with each kill. When fully charged, it fully has. I don't care about that. 5%. Yes. By the way, this ring gives me armor. I don't care about that. Let's take the encumbrance limit. That's a Curus, though. We'll wait on that one. Satin trousers. They look a little better anyway. Nobleman's boots. Eh. I don't mind the fisherman's shoes. A little ragged though. I need something different color. Yeah, I'll go back to the red priest boots for now. Man, those still keep me in the light, but it's not too bad. Alright. Uh, no, I started playing in the Nintendo Entertainment era, so the original NES. Thanks for the sub over on Twitch, Crondo. I know my grandfather had. So my dad's dad was an early adopter of Macintosh, so he had a PC when I was a kid, and he had some games I remember like watching him play, but I didn't really get into PC gaming until it was later. I started on the Nintendo Entertainment System. I remember going over to a friend's house and he had like an Atari, and I remember playing like Pitfall, I think was the name of it, like where you jump across and there's like alligators and you swing on vines and stuff. I remember playing that at a friend's house, but we got a Nintendo Entertainment System when whenever they came out, the year it came out, our grandma got us one for Christmas. And then from that, got into PC gaming because my uncle got into PC gaming and he was into like the LucasArts and Sierra stuff. So we got into like all the early like point and click adventure games and stuff. Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders, Quest for Glory, King's Quest, Space Quest, all that good stuff. Thanks, Crondo. Appreciate it. TikTok, Instagram, yep, we're all over the place with our short content. And then live, we're always on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. Yeah, it would have been 1986 then. Alright. I remember failing on this over and over and over on my archer character. Specifically because he brings all the ads.
That's all you've got. You're only making me angry.
Go. Level up. I do not need to loot all that shit. Cheese! Cheese for everyone! Hang on. I'm trying to loot, bitch.
Strength of 100 men.
Your strength of 100 men didn't do shit against my easy mode fire spell. Ha 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 ha! Oh, that's a hard one. Finally got an egg! That'll help us. We'll be able to make that recipe now. Yay! That's a quest completion. Crippling core. Ooh. Bunch of recipes from those books. Nice. Is that leather? Can I pick it up? No, I just want to put the leather. I can't. Okay, I think that's all. What's up, buddy? You want to come out? I'm about to go check to see if Mom's up yet. Strength of 100 men, they're all dead, so it's not worth that much. I know, right? Alright, we should be able to fast travel now back, because I want to turn in all this stuff. Complete that quest, sell all this stuff, deposit all my goodies, and... Oh, I forgot you get athletics from sprinting. I need to be sprinting more. Alright. Angus says my first game was Diablo on the Apple Mac OS. Damn. Jakey says I've been playing ESO now thanks to your videos. After about 30 plus hours in with my brother, lots of fun. Awesome. Glad the two of you are playing it. First game was Diablo. I remember playing Diablo on... Oh, I don't remember. I remember playing it and then playing it with a friend. Because he had moved, because we were both living in Colorado when it came out, and then he moved to Seattle, and so we ended up playing online. I think that was one of the first. I don't think it was the first game I played like online with a friend, but I know it was one of the first games because there was like EverQuest was around the same time as I remember correctly, and then there was also Shadows of Eusebius, which was an early Sierra game. That they did, which was like an online dungeon crawler. Alright, let's make this food really quick. Oh, let's level up before we do anything. Wine and cheese. Food of the gods. Speed multipliers, max health, increased by 10% of your max mana. I'll definitely do that. You're so bored, Frodo. Alright, recipes. Mom's pie. Is this like mom's spaghetti? Alright, that's for a quest. Oh, I didn't mean to use that ability. Oops, he might be in here. Cheese for everyone! With a little bit of wine. Mario Kart Double Dash. I don't have any recollections of that. Double Dash. Mario Kart, yes, but Double Dash? I don't have any recollection. What's up, Allie? Good morning. The strength of 100 dead men. That's right. Here he is. Here's your pie.
Yes. Still tastes like shit. Exactly how my mother would make it.
You go, Co.
That's just what I needed.
If you say so.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I really appreciate what you did for me. It's just that every time I doubt my service in the Horns of the South, I need a reminder of why I enlisted.
Your mother wasn't much of a cook?
My mother wasn't much of anything, to tell the truth. She always said I was good for nothing.
Yep, we are aware
glad she even
of
kept
who it is.
Me. And every day she'd bring back home a new uncle. Many of those uncles like to kick me out of my own house when they were drinking and getting busy.
Bow, chicka, bow,
Then,
bow.
when she'd sober up and got rid of an uncle, she'd bake me that pie as an apology. It always tasted like shit. If the other villagers hadn't been feeding me, I would have starved to death.
Allie says, doing
It's
great.
pie.
Just did a bunch of loot farming with my sister in Diablo 4. Nice. Well, now you have a new family, buddy.
Yeah, I do. So, despite the shitty weather and the world being on the verge of collapse, there's still nowhere else I'd rather be.
Alright. Objective updated. We are done with that. Free XP. Let's turn in our bounties.
Please, state your business.
Bounty on bandits.
Again?
You really like killing, don't you? Do you shoot them with arrows from afar, or do you prefer to get right up close and watch the light fade from their eyes? I have so many questions, but for now, here's your reward.
Bounty for reward for bandit leaders. Rusty
You
Argo.
managed to kill Rusty Argo? Well, well. A few months back, he supposedly took out a high-ranking red priest. So the big shots of Camelot were eager to see him dead. But it was you who finally pulled it off. And from what I hear, he was a tough bastard, surrounded by a gang of killers. Congratulations, and here's your reward.
JK. People need to fall asleep in rooms with locks. There's way too many pranksters drawing glasses on faces in this camp.
That's the carcass of Fingerless Cone, isn't it? They've been hunting him for the slaughter of 2 keepers, and now they finally got him. Well, you
Yeah,
have.
I need to check. I'm gonna
Here's
have
your
to check
reward.
my schedule when we get closer to the Diablo 4 expansion because I really
Go
do want
chop
to
off
roll
some
a
heads.
paladin. But I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do a full playthrough of the campaign all the way through, or if I'm just gonna pick it up the day it launches and do a paladin for the expansion.
Do you keep
Have yet
bandits'
to
fingers
decide.
as trophies? I would.
All right. Oh yeah, we immediately got to level up because we just turned in a bunch of quests. You ready to go out, Frodo? Do we need to give you a quick break? Do you need to go to the bathroom, maybe? Yeah, you're crying. All right. Give me 2 seconds. We'll go outside. We'll do the crit hit. Yeah, we're coming. Let's go, buddy. All right, guys. I'm gonna take a few minutes here. I gotta help Frodo outside because he's got a bad foot. So I'll be right back. Alright, Chris is up, and she is on cat duty now. So she's going to be taking care of Frodo for the next little while. Now that she's up. Alright, what quests do we have? Oh. Where's that one? I should rest until daytime. I don't want to deal with night. Paladin? Hang on, I gotta scroll up and read. Catching up on chat now. Sister's in love with the Paladin. She tells me it's so OP that it's a great tank and party support class. That sounds awesome. What are my thoughts of this game? You can check out my reviews of my first playthrough, which we did last year, over on YouTube. Yeah, I love the Druid in Diablo 4. It's fucking amazing. Werewolf, just whirlwind and all sorts of fun stuff. How old am I? Old enough to have given your mom a good time last night. Any tips for World of Warcraft? Yep, there's a World of Warcraft playlist over on my channel, which has a whole bunch of beginner's guides. Check it out at your leisure. I could give two shits if people want me to rank games. I don't rank games. Other people do that, so if you want to go watch someone who ranks games, you are free to go watch their content and watch their reviews. I don't. You are not being held hostage here. You are not forced to watch my channel. You are not forced to catch my live streams. So you can take your demands and shove them, because it ain't gonna happen. Let's go over here to the cemetery. I am not a jukebox where you put a coin in and get out what you want. I am an entertainer. You watch the show that I put on, and that's the end of the story. There's a cemetery over here I think I need to go to.
Is that supposed to work?
Man, it is so satisfying blowing these guys up with magic. Let's go talk to this guy. I'm pretty sure there was a quest over here.
Oh, a new face. I haven't seen you before.
That's right, JK. Can you please rank ice cream flavors for us? Because I can't form my own opinions. Your Marg?
It depends on who's asking and why. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't meet many outsiders these days. I'm Marg, a hunter in the service of the Horns of the South.
The quartermaster told me you have a problem with undead.
I don't know what it is about this place,
Excuse me.
but even the dead hardly ever get any rest. Though I'll admit, it's getting worse lately. They keep emerging from the local cemetery in numbers greater than that small plot of land ever held. So I'm guessing we might have a necromancer on our hands.
Ooh, a
And
necromancer.
here I thought after the charred conclave, we'd have more than 100 years of peace from them.
I'll find out what's happening.
Good. And try not to die. That undead swarm doesn't need any more recruits.
Anything interesting? Anything I can do for you?
I'm self-sufficient enough not to have to ask for help.
It's a good place to
However,
be.
I suppose I could help you. I could share some things I found out during my hunts.
That is the last of my morning coffee. These are things I don't necessarily need to worry about because I really don't care about crafting this time around. Oh, I forgot to drop all my stuff off at the stash house. We may have to go back. So how do stabs? I can't use a staff if I'm wielding mana, right? Because these count as weapons. Yeah, see, it switches. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Crippling core. Charge by dealing damage. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. Sell all garbage. Sell all armor. And I can hold on to the rest. Yeah, we're good. Is the player able to practice necromancy? I don't know, to be honest with you. I have no clue. I played a stealth archer my first playthrough, and this playthrough I'm a mage, but I'm still pretty early on in the playthrough. And I have no clue. I've not come across any sort of like necromancy yet. But there is a summoning line of spells, so maybe? I just don't know. Can't answer that question. Oh, these are all dried. Nice. We're gonna take all of these then. With my alchemy later on. Okay, there's more parsley over here. And over here. Oh no, those were carrots. Nice. Necromancer, Hunter's Camp, Dead Stream. So we gotta keep heading in that direction. What time is it where I live? Something like 5:30 or yeah, it's 5:40 in the morning. JK says, according to Google search, Tainted Grail Conquest, the Necromancer is a summoning class focused on raising dead minions or transforming into a powerful lich. There you go. Like I was gonna say, I do know there's a summoning line, but I'm not actively using it, and I wasn't sure what's in it. So it looks like in the skill tree, if we go over into spirituality, so the summoning line, summon worthy sacrifice. Yeah, I wasn't sure what it meant by summoning. Like, I didn't know if it was going to summon like a golem, but it looks like this is the necromancer. And I mean, I guess it even has a skeleton symbol. So there you have it. Necromancy in the game. I'm a spell slinger, so I have no clue. Thoughts on the game are over on YouTube in my playlist from when I played the game at launch. This is the second playthrough. Gotta have my spells equipped. Just go away. I'm not gonna pick up your hammer. Once we get done with the Necromancer quest up in here, we're going to be doing a giveaway for a code to the DLC over on the Xbox platform. So if you are playing this game on the Xbox Series X and you would like a code for the DLC, we're going to do a giveaway shortly. Thanks to Awaken Realms. Appreciate them. So stay tuned for that. We'll do that here in a bit. This is a full playthrough. Including the DLC, which just launched in December. Awakened Realm reached out and got me a PC version of the game and a key back in December when the DLC launched. We already gave away that code and the DLC code to Ali over on YouTube. Won that giveaway. They sent me a code for the DLC about a week ago. Also sent me a key to the base game last year, so shout out to them for bringing us on board. They also gave me a giveaway code, which we're going to do shortly, so stay tuned, everybody. You will need to be hooked up on my Discord, so in the meantime, while you're waiting for the giveaway, get on over to the Discord channel. God, that is satisfying. Oh, I found more eggs. Awesome. Take Culinary Madness with Rumpled, Part 3. More recipes. Always happy to get more recipes. Pelts for crafting. Howdy, boys. Oh, I missed. Raspberries. Tasty. Uh-oh, I heard something. Oh, what the fuck are you? A corpse eater. Alright, down to the Forgotten Cemetery Crypt we go. Did we have a weather event? We had an internet hiccup earlier today. Yep. Also had internet hiccups yesterday too. So something's been going down. In our local hometown.
Who goes there? Are you the one responsible for all that racket?
The
People
racket!
are trying to rest in peace, damn it.
Trying to rest in peace. I'm sorry?
You should be. These folks fell into their eternal slumber a long time ago. But some of them have turned out to be very light sleepers. Not their fault, but we should at least try not to wake them up. I'm telling you, ever since people started burning their dead, it's like they've forgotten proper manners in places like this.
Proper manners. Do you know anything what's been happening here?
I know everything that happens here. If you're looking for some juicy gossip, Becca from the third row south still has no idea where her husband is. They were supposed to be buried together, you see, but he never showed up. The scoundrel. Everyone here thinks he got remarried and chose to rest with his second wife. Not me. I think he probably got eaten.
I meant the undead. There's been a lot of them.
Oh, that would be Master. He's been at his experiments again, I'm afraid. Getting the folks around here all agitated. Putting them back to sleep again is going to be such a chore.
Who is your master?
Master is Master. He commands the dead. I don't know much else. I'm here to serve, not to ask questions.
What kind of experiments?
Dunno. Usual. Glowing chalk, candles, and dead bodies. I even saw some new faces recently, but they didn't stay long.
Where is your master now?
You want me to betray his trust that easily? We barely know each other. I wouldn't tell you even if I could.
Why do you serve him?
Because it's my purpose.
It's a good game, Nick.
The sole reason I was brought
Exactly
back.
right. It is a great game.
That has never changed. Just as I haven't. But I'm happy where I am. The dead need company too, you know.
Indeed they
The
do.
folks here were forsaken by the living. At least I can make sure they're not lonely.
I need to enter the crypt.
Interested in local history, are you?
Exactly, John. It has
Good,
nothing to do
good.
with Skyrim.
The memory of those who came before
Anybody
us
who thinks that
should
this
be
has anything to do
preserved.
with Skyrim is
I
missing a
can
few
let you
marbles
in.
upstairs.
There is a small fee of 5 gold coins, for the upkeep of the cemetery, of course. It's constant work, as you can clearly see, and
Yeah,
my
that's the
petitions
smooth
for
brain
additional
syndrome
funds
kicking
seem
in.
to have fallen on deaf
Every
ears.
open world RPG is a Skyrim clone, because I can't think of anything else. My brain doesn't function. I'm here on official business of the Horns of the South. Just let me in.
Oh, you should have said so from the start.
Speaking of
Did
which,
you
we
know
started our
that
second
some
Skyrim
prominent
playthrough yesterday
keepers
afternoon,
rest
everybody.
in this place.
Sooner than I
You should
anticipated.
pay your respects.
I think what we're going to be doing
Oh,
for the future
And when you're back, please
is
remind
Sunday
your
mornings we're going to
captain
start
of
off
this
with Destiny
place.
2. We'll do like
It's
one
in a
mission,
dire
usually like an hour and a
condition
half to 2
It
hours.
requires
And then
his
we'll immediately take a
immediate
break for
attention.
breakfast and turn around and come back for another 2 or 3 hours of Skyrim on Sunday mornings. So I think that's going to be the Sunday morning routine for now. Is going to be Destiny 2 and Skyrim second playthrough. So if you want to tune in for more Skyrim, make sure to check out those streams. But we did start that yesterday. Playlist will start today on YouTube. If you missed the stream yesterday, you can always watch the VOD back. But we are going to start that playlist today. Started a Norse barbarian who's wielding a two-handed axe, and it is so satisfying, cleaving and chopping people's heads off in Skyrim. And we're joining the Stormcloaks. We're doing the Civil War. We're doing the Companions quest. and that'll be it for that character. And then we'll probably move on to the mage after that. But we got other stuff to do. Today we're going to be doing this game for a little bit, and then we're going to be switching over and playing Fallout 76 here in a bit. And then I have to take a cat to the vet. And then this afternoon, probably maybe hightail. We'll see. All right, we're going to do a giveaway. So here's the giveaway. We're giving away an Xbox code for the DLC to Tainted Grail. Here is your trivia question. Answers need to be sent to me as a direct message on Discord. First person to get it right gets the code. Now remember, this is a code for the Xbox version of the DLC for Tainted Grail. There was a mini-series that aired some decades ago based around the Arthurian tales. And in that, there was a comedian who played a character. Name the name of the character that the comedian played in the miniseries based around the Arthurian tales. First person to get it right over in Discord gets the code. Good luck. And I'm going to take a quick bio while we're waiting for people to answer. Oh, you know someone will cheat. It's all good. No correct answers yet, everybody. No correct answers yet. Oh, I guarantee you everybody's Googling like like mad right now. It's all good. No correct answer yet, though. If we don't get a correct answer, it's all good. We'll save the giveaway for another day. I'll give it about 5 minutes. And if we don't get a correct answer, I will reveal the answer. And then we'll save the giveaway code for another day. All right. Have I done former dev work? Yep. Links are in bio. I have formed 2 game studios, developed, designed, published an MMORPG, point-and-click adventure game, and a tabletop RPG. And a bunch of fantasy and science fiction novels and short stories and anthologies and a bunch of travel guides and travel books, and I've done a whole bunch of stuff. Thanks for the sub over on Twitch. Chalk is cheap. I like that username. Chalk is cheap. I'll have to check that out, Dribrom. Dribrom put a video up in Discord. Somebody did an analysis of the PvE lobbies in Arc Raiders. Biggest achievement in terms of work? being paid to travel the world as a top tier travel influencer and content creator alongside my wife, working with some of the best tourism boards in the world and some of the best tourism companies, hotel chains, restaurant chains, eating at Michelin starred restaurants that require a year-long waiting list to get into, and we got to front of the line because we were working with the government. 3 months in Spain on the government's dime as resident bloggers in Costa Brava, a full month in Ireland working with Fulcha Ireland. I've done cool shit. Still no correct answers. I just saw, nope, 3 more people in Discord. Still no correct answers. Professional Yelpers, but paid. If that's what you think, sure. I was a travel writer and travel photographer for many years. If you think that that's a professional Yelper, then by all means, you are free to have that opinion. Oh, this is hilarious. Still no correct answers. No, that's Tim Cade. That's a different Tim. But as the great sorcerer, I am the sorcerer, Tim. We'll do 2 more minutes, everybody. 2 more minutes, and if no correct answers, I will reveal what the answer was. Okay. Eldritch, Desperation, 1 below 30% mana. There's some really cool abilities here. Spell Reaver. Reactive Surge. Receiving damage creates a magic feedback explosion. Oh, I need to work my way down that line immediately. Reactive Surge sounds awesome. One more minute to go. What's up, Lou? Good morning. This is a great game. Yep, 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 yep. I don't remember. There was a button press you could do to, like, open up. There was a button you could push. That wasn't that one. I don't remember what it was. There was a way to, like, turn it to first person and third person mode with a push of a button, and I don't remember what it was. Huh. I know there was a button press. I really don't remember. All right, any correct answers? I'm going to check Discord one more time. No. Nope. Still nothing. Okay. So the hang on. The question I asked was, there was a mini-series in the Arthurian Legends a few decades ago where a comedian played a character. What was the name of the character? No one has gotten it yet, so we're going to do the reveal. The mini-series was called Merlin. It was in 1988. The lead on that was Sam Neill and Helena Bonham Carter, along with a bunch of other people. Miranda Richardson, Isabella Rossellini, Rutger Hauer, James Earl Jones. Stacked cast. It was a Hallmark show. It was fucking phenomenal. Martin Short played the character of Frick, was the answer we were looking for. Martin Short playing the character of Frick. Up on the D-pad? That's the only button I didn't press was up. Thank you. There we go. So that was the answer. No one got it. So we will have another. We'll do another trivia tomorrow during the next stream, and we will attempt to give away a code to the Xbox version of the DLC for Tainted Grail, since no one got the answer today. It was a great series, Allie. I actually feel like I should go watch that again, because Chris and I watched it together when we were dating. So it's been like probably 12, 13 years ago was the last time I watched that. It is a phenomenal... Man, Hallmark used to make some really good like fantasy epic like miniseries for television. But that one in particular, so good. So good. Sam Neill kicks ass, period. He's got a vineyard in New Zealand. I follow his TikTok. He's got some great content. He's got a bunch of ducks. He always is dressed in like the coolest like wool flannels and stuff on his little farm. Yeah, that was a tough question. Yeah. I had to dig deep too, because I could, King Arthur is such a like known entity. You gotta dig deep if you want to come up with good trivia questions. Otherwise, people can just Google the answers. The game is available on all consoles or PC, wherever you choose to buy it. Will I ever stop talking down to people like Tito Suave over on TikTok? Or do you think he'll always hate us? Comments get the replies they deserve. If you want to be treated like a smart human being, then act like a smart human being. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Act like a dipshit, I will treat you like a dipshit. It's that simple. Don't type stupid things in chat and I won't call you stupid. It's literally that simple. What year was it? 1988, Thandar was the year that I believe it was 1988. I'm gonna go scroll up now. Yep, 1998. Sorry, 1998. I was like 88 sounds a little too early. 1998. I think I may have said 88 the first time. Oh yeah, the 2004 Clive Owen King Arthur movie was phenomenal. I like that one because it like added Roman roots. And for those of you who, if you've never read, it's the Pendragon Cycle by Stephen R. Lawhead. There is a mini series coming out that's based on those books, which actually looks halfway decent. The issue is going to be the network that produced it and where it is airing is not going to be a network that most people are going to be watching, because it is a super like right-wing political like network in the U.S. So that'll be something that people are going to watch in alternative places. But I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on that one because I loved the Pendragon Cycle by Lawhead. Yeah, that's right. They added Merlin and King Arthur to the Transformers lore as well. I forgot all about that, Angus. That is definitely something they have done with Merlin and King Arthur. Yeah, one of the things I really loved about Stephen R. Lawhead's take was he made it more Celtic oriented, and he had the Atlantis roots. So the first book is like all about Merlin's parents and the island of Atlantis, and then the island goes down and they come over to the mainland, and that begins Merlin's journey and having the magic of Atlantis, and then getting into Arthur. That series was phenomenal. I remember reading that when I was a teenager and just absolutely loving it. Lawhead definitely that, and the Endless Knot series were two like really good Celtic mythologies. Yeah, Chuck. So Chris and I watched the BBC Merlin show together all the way through, and then she turned around when it was on Netflix. She turned around and watched it again on her own. in Spanish because she wanted to watch it in her native language. Because the first time we watched it in English with her subtitles on, and then the second time around she watched it again. She liked it enough to watch it all on her own. So yeah, the Merlin BBC show was phenomenal. All right. Well, since we didn't have anybody win the DLC giveaway code, we'll save that for tomorrow. I'm going to take a quick break, everybody, and then we're going to, what is it? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't think we have anything going on until we can take Frodo to the vet at 10 o'clock. So we're going to take a bit of a break. I am going to get some breakfast, and assuming we don't have anything else going on today, I think we're going to come back here in a little bit with some Fallout 76. But if something arises and I have to take care of anything, I won't know until I go talk to my wife and see what's up. Have some breakfast and all that other stuff. But we should be back with some Fallout 76 in a bit. If for some reason I'm not back in a bit, we'll be back for Fallout 76 in the afternoon today. But we are going to wrap up the Tainted Grail session for now. I'm not having any performance issues on the Xbox Series X. I can't speak to the PS5 because I'm playing it here. So, tis what it is. You can go watch my first playthrough. There were definitely performance issues when it first launched on the Xbox, but they patched those out within like the first 2 patches. So, yeah, we already covered that last year when the game launched. 0 issues this time around. You can watch the playback over the last 4 streams. No issues whatsoever. All right, I'll see you guys later.